I don't really know why I'm making this video. Maybe because my room feels too quiet today, or because I've been stuck inside my own head for too long. But if you're watching this, maybe you get it. Maybe you know what loneliness actually feels like. So, yeah, let's talk about it. Loneliness doesn't start suddenly. It's not like one day you're fine and the next day you're falling apart. It starts small. A friend stops texting. Someone cancels plans. You tell yourself it's fine, because it is fine. Until it isn't. You start noticing how often you open your phone, just to close it again, because there's nothing there. I think the hardest part is how normal it becomes. Waking up alone. Eating alone. Going to sleep alone. At first, it feels strange, but slowly it becomes routine, like brushing your teeth or checking the door lock. And that routine, it scares me sometimes, because it makes me wonder if I'm getting used to something I'm not meant to live with forever. People think loneliness looks like crying in a corner or staring out a window. But honestly, most of the time it looks like pretending. Pretending you're busy. Pretending you didn't care about the plan that got canceled. Pretending you enjoy being independent when deep down, you just want someone to sit next to you without needing a reason. You get good at acting. Too good. And then there's the social stuff. You walk into a room full of people and suddenly feel smaller. Not because they're ignoring you, but because you don't feel like you belong anywhere. You laugh at the right moments. You nod. You smile. But it's like you're watching yourself from the outside, doing things you don't even feel. And when you finally get home, you just let out this long breath you didn't realize you were holding. Night hits different. During the day, things distract you. Work, noise, chores, whatever. But at night, when everything is still, the thoughts get loud. And it becomes this loop. What am I doing with my life? Why doesn't anyone reach out? Why do I feel like this? Is something wrong with me? You stare at the ceiling, listening to the fan spin, thinking about conversations you never had, people you miss, and versions of yourself that don't exist anymore. Loneliness makes you remember everything. Old friendships, old relationships, moments when you felt wanted without trying. And the worst memories aren't the painful ones. They're the happy ones. Because you start wondering if you'll ever feel that again, or if that version of your life is gone for good. After a while, loneliness starts messing with how you see yourself. You start questioning everything about you, your personality, your worth, your importance. You look in the mirror and think, am I really that forgettable? Do people just tolerate me? Why am I always the one trying? You start shrinking, not physically, but inside. Like your presence takes up less space every day. But here's something I've learned. Loneliness doesn't mean you're unlovable. Sometimes it just means you're in a quiet chapter of your life. A chapter where you're forced to sit with yourself, whether you like it or not. A chapter that's teaching you things you don't realize right now, like how to understand your own emotions, how to enjoy your own company, how to rebuild yourself. It doesn't feel good, but it's not meaningless. You know what slowly helps? Not big dramatic fixes. Just small things. Taking a walk. Sharing a conversation with someone, even a stranger. Leaving your room for sunlight. Doing one thing you actually enjoy, even if you do it alone. That's the thing. Loneliness doesn't disappear suddenly. It fades slowly, the same way it arrived. If you're watching this because you're lonely too, I want you to know something real. You're not strange for feeling this way. You're not the only one lying awake at night feeling the weight of silence. You're not the only one pretending you're okay. I don't know when your loneliness will end. I don't even know when mine will. But I do know this. We weren't meant to stay stuck forever. And the fact that you're still here, still hoping for connection, still trying even in the smallest ways that mean something. So, if this made you feel even a little less alone, then maybe for today, we're lonely together. Thanks for listening. and take care of yourself tonight, okay?